Anticipatory. He will be missed tonight.
Yeah, it's the Carmax, Alexander Walker, some huge three-pointer series and have a chance in this game. They have to get off. Terrific officiating crew here. Scott Foster, Malloy, and Rodney Mott. For more so than it had earlier in the series. And there it is right there tonight that you know they need here. That is Conley. Shot clock at 5. Caldwell Pope got it.
Thing here, how they played historically this season is
30-plus points entering tonight. Edwards up high. Wants to work against Alexander Walker.
Go left. That's the scouting report, but still a very tough contest.
Nuggets have to work quickly. Caldwell Pope fading away, and 9-minute mark. Edwards full head of steam to the cup with that little has.
A lot of credit to Minnesota and their pressure.
Murray turns the corner with some of their halftime adjustments. Alexander Walker,
but hit some big shots in overtime. And the offensive production, we talk about the lack of bench.
Very huge three-point play. This is Jokic at the other end. Three-pointer. No. Timberwolves continues. Edwards. This kid just. Edwards spins. They left him wide open. Finds a spot. Shoots. Spins. Fades. And
he wants turning the corner. Great touch.
I look real good today.
By Minnesota up 8. We're 7 and change. They're playing carefree. Edwards, Euro step. 8 to shoot. Gordon, good shot. Elevates so far. Here comes Towns. Barrel into the cup. Extends.
You said it best about Minnesota. Points in the paint. Diving, getting to the paint, and there's no resistance. I mean, that was a beautiful move.
Jokic going to shoot the 3, and he. Ball movement. Edwards left open. 3 short. Jokic surveys underneath. Beautiful give.
Line and finish.
Alexander Walker left open. Back across. This is Porter. Short. Brown had it stripped. Hold for a better start. They're up 8. Ladder.
He is in full-out attack mode. It's incredible to watch this young man develop.
Corner Denver's bench. Jokic up top. Green.
Nice out of the timeout there.
Here's Jeff Green, year 15, 36 years in Minnesota. So they're losing in both. Comes Nickeil Alexander-Walker, pivots up to the rim. Boy, look, Jokic turned back, and it's Christian Brown saving it.
Obviously didn't go Minnesota's way, but Minnesota.
Here comes Noel. They desperately need something from him. Christian Brown fires an open 3. Got it. Bruce Brown on his back. Towns steps middle.
It's going to be important. Oh, it looked like Towns
at the free throw line. Talk the league in terms of value to their team. Bruce Brown, Towns feeds Prince underneath, spins, fades, high post. Green. Bruce Brown right through the teeth of the defense.
No, I think it's on Anthony Edwards on that contest. Only with Jokic.
So Jokic will be the shooter.
Went into his shot, right? And that might be what they're went into his shot movement or motion there. So paid the big bucks.
Pressure's on now. Pressure's on.
But
therefore, the shot will count, and Jokic will shoot 1.
That angle.
See, we didn't see that.
Denver out of its offensive rhythm, and then
KCP trying to push finger. You saw Michael Malone just a second ago.
Him talk about his affection, admiration, and respect.
This is Towns on the box. He'll shoot over 2. It's 15 points. Laying down. Tail A+ so far for the Timberwolves. This is Towns, the spin to shoot. Brown takes Noel to the rack, missing.
Much there offensively. Right now, both teams here with attacking and drawing.
Ousting the Milwaukee Bucks. Then a couple of games. And he coughs it up again.
Who's going to calm down, be efficient, and get
the absence of Kyle Anderson. Here comes Conley. Hesitation maneuver. This is Conley. Pocket. 3-on-1. Prince to the cup and
go to bid on offense, but active hands getting out and trick.
Not so much in this series. Look at Jokic. This is Towns. Those long strides. He puts it down.
It rolls to the rim. Buddy ball.
Karl Anthony Towns to shoot. Jokic just recognizes, fires. Jokic into the corner. This is Brown. Open 3. Well shot. 8 to shoot. Here he comes. Barreling baseline. Back. Porter from the corner. Jokic puts it on the deck. A little bit of a bump. Ugly.
Well, most of those turnovers will win Jokic.
Became the first
unbelievable performance.
Jokic up top.
Nice deflection there on that alley-oop opportunity, and you see on that Game 5.
Kind of grimacing a little bit as he clutched down towards that
mode. I think he can be rewarded as the game goes on.
Denver Nuggets, #1 seed in the West for the first time. Up 2 into the corner. Prince, he'll fire. Points. Up top. That's Edwards knifes in, sidesteps Jokic.
As when he puts his head down, he gets to the rim.
Scratching the surface at age 21. And once again, Porter will be the inbound man. Shoot over the top of Gobert. Again, content to give him.
And that was the right play.
Jokic gets it off the jump.
Taking charge.
So you're starting. Timberwolves trying to get it back to Minneapolis. Alexander Walker trying to get through that. Free throw here for Jamal.
Game 6.
And that has to give Chris Finch in Minnesota, I'm sure. Out of Edwards. Off balance shot. And he's
3:46 left in the fun to watch.
It's a pretty good list to be on. Most career 7 to shoot. Jokic over the top of town. If it's on Gobert, that's his 3rd.
I don't think that was on Gobert.
So Denver has trailed this game by as many as 15.
How to play defense without fouling, but they're getting called.
And we cross the 3-minute mark. Murray,
And game, beautiful pass and finish, and we're tied up.
and this thing back to Minneapolis. Rivers, high off takeaway. Edwards right into the chest of team for Edwards. KCP quickly.
Right here, look at this contest. I mean, Gordon does.
Mark. Jokic underneath to Murray. Edwards puts it on the deck, works against Gordon again. High arching, couldn't convert. Murray split. Edwards splits 2, extends to the rack and banks it down again.
Impressive.
Porter Jr. deep in the corner. Halftime locker room here in Game 5.
I mean, what to the paint, making plays, showing that.
Pretty ready.
Hey, Spiro, I spoke with head coach.
That they started this game with this Murray boy circus shot.
And that's been that kind of pull through the basket.
Towns leads, and they'll count the
finish. And Carl,
you just get the sense that if they're going to have a chance,
just has to stay in it, stay with it.
Tonight, Karl Anthony Towns cannot get in the 0 of 7. Look at Edwards gliding to the right. Murray, look. Jokic. Gobert full head of steam, goes right into Jokic, left hit by his own standards as Murray spins, fades, stumbling, a lot of contact.
Him aggressively on the perimeter and drawing fouls, and they have with points in the paint.
Jokic off balance, gets it back, extends. What Michael Malone told us pregame, points in the
2 dribbles, getting into the paint, either scoring. There's a difference between being the hunter and the hunted.
In Minneapolis, Murray on the launch. Or this will be a
technical opportunity, but Murray getting going.
Jokic.
I mean, you said it best. He's kind of reinvented with. He sees the floor even before he receives it.
Finished the year 4th in the NBA in assists. Quicker than anyone else as go. Grant, he was upset with the up attack.
You know, I would
point.
Gamesmanship.
Rudy Gobert, year 10 in the league, first season with Minnesota. Here in Denver with Finch. Serves to really put my imprint on that team.
Denver Nuggets versus Minnesota Timberwolves. Free LIVE Stereo 5/12/24. Watch NBA playoffs game online time. TV channel. How to ATCH. Fans can watch the games via a free trial to DirecTV Stream or via a subscription to Sling TV, which is offering 50% off for the first month. Here's what you need to know. What? NBA Western Conference second round playoffs Game 4. Who? Denver Nuggets versus Minnesota Timberwolves. When? May 12, 2024. Time? 8 p.m. ET. Where? Target Center, TV, TNT, Channel Finder, Verizon Fios, Comcast Xfinity, Spectrum/Charter, Optimum/Altus, Cox, DirecTV Dish, Hulu, Fubo TV, Sling. Live stream. Sling, 50% off the first month. DirecTV Stream, free trial. Here's a recent NBA story from the AP. Dallas, AP. Kyrie Irving wowed the crowd with a crossover move that helped create just enough space for him to let fly with a leaning three-pointer. Luka Doncic's co-star with the Dallas Mavericks was bumped and fell with the shot in the air, and his teammates were right there to mob him when the shot went in as the whistle blew. The 4-point play was a punctuating moment in a 114-101 victory over the Los Angeles Clippers on Friday night that sent the Mavericks into the second round of the playoffs with a 4-2 series victory. Dallas beat LA for the first time in 3 first-round tries over the past 5 seasons, and Irving improved to 13-0 in closeout games for his career. When I think about 13-0 in closeout games in general, I just know you've just got to get there to that point to be able to be ready to have the other team submit, said Irving, who scored 28 of his 30 points in the second half. It's one of the hardest things to do as a competitor is to have your opponent concede or submit. The 5th-seeded Mavericks opened the Western Conference semifinals at the top seed, Oklahoma City, on Tuesday night. Never in doubt with Kai, Doncic said. It's amazing to see the kind of plays he makes. The Mavs added Irving at the trade deadline last year, hoping to create an all-star pairing that would at least match the run to the West Finals from 2022. Instead, injuries and inconsistencies kept the chemistry from developing, and Dallas missed the playoffs, unceremoniously tanking late in the regular season to try to preserve a draft pick. Irving's health was a big part of a surge into the top 6 in the West over the final 2 months of this season, when it appeared the play-in tournament might have to be the route. Now the Mavs have a series victory in the first postseason together for 2 players, with a combined 13 All-Star appearances. I'm just in awe each and every night, said PJ Washington, a trade deadline addition this year, and a key provider of 3-point shooting and defense. They're special players and they make special plays each and every night. Irving was 10 of 13 from the field in the second half, starting with a layup that broke a 52-52 halftime tie. After a 3-pointer from Doncic, Irving added a 3 for an 8-0 run. Dallas didn't trail again. Doncic has been dealing with a sore knee that is affecting his shooting. The NBA scoring champion shot 24% from 3-point range for the series against the Clippers. Irving hasn't been scoring early, just 10 points combined in the first quarters of the 6 games against LA, but he's been scoring late. The 28 points in the second half of the clincher matched Irving's playoff career high for a half, and in a Game 4 loss, Irving scored all 40 of his points after the Clippers had taken a 31-point lead as Dallas rallied to take the lead before losing by 5. Just his calmness, his energy was always positive in the locker room, Dallas coach Jason Kidd said, and that's just the leadership and trust that the guys have on the floor with him. Doncic finally beat the Clippers after losing each of the first 2 playoff series of his career to Kawhi Leonard, Paul George and company in 2020 and 2021. Now the Slovenian superstar takes aim at a postseason run that at least matches 2022, when Dallas stunned Phoenix in Game 7 on the road in the West Semis before losing to eventual champion Golden State in 5 games in the West Finals. After winning the franchise's only championship in 2011, Dallas didn't have another playoff series victory until beating Utah in the first round 2 years ago. Now the Mavs have won 3 of their past 4 series. Doncic will take the 3 days off that Dallas gets for closing out the series against the Clippers. He just doesn't expect the rest to make a huge difference with his knee. I don't think it's going to be better before I get some rest, Doncic said. It's a lot of minutes. The Mavs are hoping for plenty more minutes. Maury Sportis Kov Eagles signed tryout player who is related to ex-Steelers defensive standout. Key Mets hitter has alarming profile. He swings fast but doesn't want a cent of NBA legend's fortune, but has some explaining to do. Giants legend Eli Manning is teaming up with Yankees for special role. NBA analyst weighs how big a priority playing with Bronny is for LeBron James. Thank you for relying on us to provide the journalism you can trust. Please consider supporting NJ.com with a subscription. If you purchase a product or register for an account through a link on our site, we may receive compensation. By using this site, you consent to our user agreement and agree that your clicks, interactions, and personal information may be collected, recorded, and /or stored by us and social media and other third-party partners in accordance with our privacy policy.